You have little b is equal to blue eyes, and we're assuming that's recessive. And you have big B is equal to brown eyes, and we're assuming that this is dominant. Dominant. And let's say we have another trait. I introduced that tooth trait in before. So let's say little t is equal to small teeth. I don't know what type of bizarre organism I'm talking about, although I think I would fall into the big tooth camp. And let's say big T is equal to big teeth. Big teeth. So an individual can have, for example, I might be heterozygous brown eyes. So my genotype might be heterozygous for brown eyes, and then homozygous dominant for teeth. So this might be my genotype. And the phenotype for this one would be a big-toothed, brown-eyed person, right? Let me make that clear. This is big tooth phenotype, big tooth, and this is the phenotype, what is brown eyes. A big-toothed, brown-eyed person. Now, if we assumed the genes that code for teeth or eye color are on different chromosomes, and this is a key assumption, we can say that they assort independently. Let me write that down. Independent assortment. Independent assortment. I shouldn't have. Assortment. So this is a case where if I were to look at my chromosomes, let's say this is one homologous pair. Maybe we call that homologous pair 1. And let's say I have another homologous pair. And obviously we have 23 of these. But let's say this is homologous pair 2 right here. If eye color is, the eye color gene is, is here and here. Remember, both homologous chromosomes code for the same genes. They might have different versions. Those are alleles. And if teeth are over here, so if teeth are over here, they will assort independently. So after meiosis occurs to produce the gametes, the offspring might get this chromosome or copy of that chromosome for eye color and might get a copy of this chromosome for teeth size or tooth size. Or it could go the other way. Maybe it's another offspring gets this one and this chromosome for eye color, and then this chromosome for teeth color, and gets the other version of the allele. So because they're on different chromosomes, there's no linkage between whether if you inherit this one, whether you inherit big teeth, whether you're going to inherit small brown eyes or blue eyes. Now, if they were on the same chromosome, let's say the situation where they are on the same chromosome. So let me pick another trait, hair color. Hair color. Let's say the gene for hair color is on chromosome 1. So let's say hair color, the gene is there and there. These might be different versions of hair color, different alleles, but the genes are on that same chromosome. In this situation, if someone gets, let's say if this is blue eyes here, and this is blonde hair, then these are going to always travel together. You're not going to have these assort independently, and these are called linked traits. Let me highlight that. So these right there, those are linked traits. But for a second, and we'll talk more about linked traits, and especially sex-linked traits in probably the next video or a few videos from now. But let's assume that we're talking about traits that assort independently. And we cross two hybrids. So this is called a dihybrid cross. Very fancy word. But it's just, it gives you an idea of the power of the Punnett square. So let's say both parents they're both hybrids, which means that they both have the dominant brown eye allele, and they have the recessive blue eye allele, and they both have the dominant big tooth gene, and they both have the recessive little tooth gene. So this is the genotype for both parents. Both parents are dihybrids. They're hybrids for both genes, both parents. What are all the different combinations for their children? And I could have done this without dihybrids. I could have made one of them homozygous for one of the traits and a hybrid for the other, and I could have done every different combination, but I'll do the dihybrid because it leads to a lot of variety, and you'll often see this in classes. So if I'm talking about the mom, what are the different combinations of genes that the mom can contribute? The mom could contribute the brown, so for each of these traits, she can only contribute one of the alleles. So she could contribute this brown right here, and then the big yellow T. So this is one combination. Or she could contribute the big brown and then the little yellow T. Or she can contribute the blue-eyed allele and the big T. So these are all the different combinations that she could contribute. And then the final combination is this allele and that allele. So the blue eyes and the small teeth. So that's for mom. And of course, dad could contribute the same different combinations because dad has the same genotype. So let me write that down. Brown eye, let me just write it like this so I don't have to keep switching colors. Actually, I want to make them a little closer together because I'm going to run out of space otherwise. And nope. Let me do it like that. Okay. Brown eye. So the dad could contribute the big teeth or the little teeth along with the brown eye gene, or if he could contribute the blue eye gene or the blue-eyed allele, and in combination with the big teeth or the yellow teeth. But not the yellow teeth, the little teeth. That would be a different gene for yellow teeth, or maybe that's an environmental factor. So these are all the different combinations that can occur for their offspring. So let's draw, call this maybe a super Punnett square, because we're now dealing with, instead of 4 combinations, we have 16 combinations. 16 combinations. Looks like I ran out of ink right there. Let me write that. It's strange why 16 combinations. Write that out. Something's wrong with my tablet. Maybe there's something weird. Okay. So there's 16 different combinations, and let's write them all out. And I'll just stay in one maybe neutral color so I don't have to keep switching. I could get this combination. So this big brown eyes from my mom, brown eyes from my dad allele. So it's brown, and then big teeth from both. I could have this combination. So I have capital B and a capital B. And then I have a capital T and a lowercase t. And then let's just keep moving forward. So I could get a capital B and a lowercase b with a capital T and a capital T, a big B, lowercase b, capital T, lowercase t. And I'm just going to go through these super fast. It's going to take forever. So capital B from here, capital B from there, capital T, lowercase t from here, capital B from each, and then lowercase t from each. You have a capital B and then a lowercase b from that one, and then a capital T from the mom, lowercase t from the dad. I think hopefully you're not getting too tired here. And so then you have a capital B from your dad, and then a lowercase b from your mom, 2 lowercase t's. Actually, let me just pause and fill these in because I don't want to waste your time. There, I've saved you some time and I've filled in every combination, similar to what happens on many cooking shows. But now that I've filled in all the different combinations, we can talk a little bit about the different phenotypes that might be expressed from this dihybrid cross. For example, how many of these are going to exhibit brown eyes and big teeth? So big teeth, brown-eyed kids. Big teeth. Let me write this down here. So if I want big teeth and brown eyes. Brown eyes. Oh, so my pen doesn't. Brown eyes. So how many are there? Big teeth and brown eyes. So we have to just, they're both the dominant. So if you have either a capital B or a capital T in any of them, you're going to have big teeth and brown eyes. So this is big teeth and brown eyes. This big teeth right here, brown eyes there, big teeth. Or maybe I should say brown eyes and big teeth because that's the order that I wrote it right here. Brown eyes and big teeth. Brown eyes and big teeth. Even though I have a recessive trait here, the brown eyes dominate, and I had a small teeth here, but the big teeth dominate. This is brown eyes and big teeth. This is brown eyes and big teeth. Let's see. This is brown eyes and big teeth, brown eyes and big teeth. And let me see if is that all of them? No, this is brown eyes, little teeth. This is brown eyes and big teeth right there. And this is also brown eyes and big teeth. They're heterozygotes for each trait, but both brown eyes and big teeth are dominant. So these are all phenotypes of brown eyes and big teeth. So how many of those do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those. So we have 9 brown eyes and big teeth. Now, how many do we have of big teeth? So let me write a different color. So let me write brown eyes brown eyes, and little teeth. Little teeth. Something in my pen tablet doesn't work quite right over there. So brown eyes and little teeth. Let's see, this is brown eyes and little teeth right there. This is brown eyes and little teeth right there. This is brown eyes and little teeth right there. So there's 3 combinations of brown eyes and little teeth. 3. And if I were to say blue eyes, blue and big teeth. Big teeth. What are the combinations there? This is blue eyes and big teeth, blue eyes and big teeth, blue eyes and big teeth. So there's 3 combinations there. And then if I want to be recessive on both traits, so if I want, let me do this. I want blue eyes, blue, and little teeth. Little teeth. There's only one. Out of the 16, there's only one situation where I inherit the recessive trait from both parents for both traits. So if you look at this and you say, hey, what's the probability? So there's only one of that. What's the probability of having a big teeth, brown-eyed child? And these are all the phenotypes. There are 16 different possibilities here, right? There are 16 squares here. 9 of them describe the phenotype of big teeth and brown eyes. So there's a 9/16 chance. So it's 9 out of 16 chance of having a big teeth, brown-eyed child. What's the probability of a blue-eyed child with little teeth? 1 in 16. 1 in 16. So hopefully in this video you've appreciated the power of the Punnett square, that it's a useful way to explore every different combination of all of the genes. It doesn't have to be only one trait. It can be in this case where you're doing 2 traits that show dominance, but they assort independently because they're on different chromosomes. You could use it, where did I do it over here? You could use it to explore incomplete dominance when there's blending, where red and white made pink genes, or you could even use it when there's codominance and when you have multiple alleles, where it's not just 2 different versions of the gene, there's actually 3 different versions. So hopefully you've enjoyed that.